Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Essie. If today is your first time of watching my videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. In today's class, I'm going to be teaching you how to draft a standard bustier top. Okay, so I'm drawing my starting line and my center front line. Okay, so after that, I'm going to be taking my horizontal measurements from the shoulder to the bust point is 11, to the under bust is 15, to the half length is 17, and to the full length of my blouse is 22 inches. Okay, I'll go to the other side and mark the same points and connect the lines together just the way you see me do. So after connecting my lines together, I'm going to go to my shoulder measurement and take my shoulder measurement divided by 2. Mine is 16 inches. Divided by 2 is 8 inches. I will mark that out. Then I will take 3 inches width and 3 inches depth of my neckline. Come to the shoulder slope and mark 1 inch. Then I'm trying to mark out the neckline to be 4 corners so that I'll be able to get my perfect curve. Now I've gone ahead to mark my shoulder slope. Okay, just like the way you see me do. Then I'll go ahead to use my curve ruler to bring out the shape of my neckline. This is a standard neckline for if you are on a very big side. You go in, use 3.5. So from the shoulder slant to 8 inches, which is my armhole depth, I'll try and go to the other side and take the 8 inches of my shoulder measurement. Okay, then I'll connect the lines together to get the length of my armhole. Then I'll connect my lines. Now the next thing for me to do is to mark out my 9 inches from the shoulder and connect it to the line that will serve as my chest line. Okay, then I'll go ahead and label the lines. Then from the chest line, I'm going to come up by 4 inches. That's to divide my armhole measurement into 2, which is 4 inches. Then go in by half an inch to get my smooth curve for my armhole. Then I'll go to my chest line and take my measurement, my bust measurement, mine is 11 inches, so I'll just put the mark there and connect with my curve rule, just the way you see me do. Okay, so I've gone ahead to join the lines together. Now the next thing for me is to take my bust palm measurement. Mine is 8.5, so I'm going to be dividing that by 2, which is 4.25. So I'll take it all through the length of my blouse, from the bust point to the full length of my top. I'll connect the lines together. Then on the shoulder, I'm going to take my half of my shoulder measurement, which is from the 3 inches neckline to the shoulder slope, which is 5 inches. So I'm going to take half of it, which is 2.5, and connect the line to my bust span measurement. So from there, I'm going to go to the waist and mark 7.5 each on both sides of my dart to be able to take my dart measurement on the waist. So I'll connect from the bust to the waist and connect back to the full length of my blouse. Mind you, I'm going to come up from the full length of my blouse by 2 inches. That's where my dart will be stopping. This totally depends on you. You can do yours 1, you can do yours half an inch. But for me, I'm coming up by 2 inches. So as you can see, I'm connecting my waist dart back to the bust palm line. Okay. So going ahead, I'm going to be taking my armhole, my princess dart, my first princess dart, which is before I'll take the princess dart, I'm going to come up from my bust point by 1 inch. Okay, I'm going to avoid sharp edges, pointed edges. Okay, I'm going to come up by 1, then use my curve rule to connect the line to my armhole measurement, half of my armhole. Okay, just like the way you see me do. Please, I don't know if I'm explaining well, but just follow me the way I'm doing it. Okay, as you can see, the shape is coming out already. Then from that, my half armhole, I'm going to go down by 1 inch and come out from my armhole by 1.5. This is to make sure that when joining, I will not be having shortage, and if it's too much, you just trim it out. Okay, so now I'm going to connect the line from my bust point again to the 1 inch I went down by, and to the 1.5 inch I came out from the armhole with, just the way you see me do. Okay, so right now I'm going to be doing my under bust tightening. From the center front, I'm going to be coming out by 7.5 inch. Okay, then for the side front, I'm going to be going out by 1.25 inch. So I'll just connect the lines together from the bust point to the 1.25, then from the other side, from the bust point to my 7.5 inch, 0.75 inch, sorry. Okay, just the way you see me do. Then after that, I'm going to be connecting it back to my initial dart leg, just the way you see me do. Just like this. Okay, so I'm just trying to reshape my bust, my curve, to avoid sharp edge. Please do the same. If you have your curve rule, you can use it, but I'm just trying to make sure I get my curve perfectly well to avoid pointed busts. Yeah, top. Okay, after that I'm going to go to my armhole and connect that 1.5 inch I came out by back to the armhole measurement. Okay, so if you check very well, you see that all the allowances needed are added to what I'm doing. So I'm going to be taking my under bust measurement, which is 9 inches. Then I'll add the dart I've taken out, which is 3 inches. Then I'll add my 2 inches sewing allowance to it. Okay, so I'll go over to my hip line, my waist divided by 4. I'll take it, replace my dart that I've taken out. I'll put it, which is 1.5. Then I'll add my 2 inches sewing allowance. Then I'll go over to my hip measurement and do the same thing. Then I'll connect my lines together, just the way you see me do. Okay, so after connecting it, I'm going to go to my bust line at the side and take 1.5 inches. Then I'm going to be using my ruler to connect it back to the bust point. Okay, reason being that our back and front are not the same measurements. So my back measurement is 20.5 inches, while my front measurement is 22 inches. Yes, so to reduce the sides to make it equal with the back, I have to come down by 1.5 inch just to take my dart, use it to take my bust dart. Okay, just where you see me do. Then I'll go ahead and connect it to the bust point, and it also gives a very fine shape when you are sewing. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting it out. First of all, I'll cut the center dart, my nipple to nipple bust band dart first, to be able to fold in my bust dart. Okay, just the way you see me do. I'll fold in my bust dart so that I can get the complete measurements at the side. Then I'm going to take the measurements and cut out my pattern. So before cutting it out fully, I'm going to be doing my Queen Anne neckline. I'm coming down by 7.5 inch from the center front. Then from this my neck width, I'm coming down by 5 inches. Okay, just like the way you see me do. Then I'll come to my shoulder slant and come down by, from the starting point, I'm coming down by 5 inches. Then I'll roll a line across. Okay, so from that line, from my armhole line, I'm going to be coming out by I'm going to be coming out by 3 inches, just the way you see me do. Then I'll take the mark down and connect it from my 3 inches, my neck width of 3 inches, to my armhole of 3 inches, to my 7.5 inches I came down by, just the way you see me do, like so. Then I'll go ahead and cut out my pattern. I'll go ahead and label my pattern. As you can see, it's looking nice already. But for this tutorial, I'm going to be using just the half length. Okay, then for the neckline, if you are cutting out a wide neckline, you have to tighten it by quarter, 0.25 inches. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting out the down part to make it my half length. Okay, so that's it. Then for my back part, I'm going to be taking my measurements. First, I'll draw my starting point. Then I'll go ahead and take my 1 inch zipper allowance. Okay, just the way you see me do. I'll roll the line across. Then after that, I'm going to be taking my horizontal measurement. But in this case, I'm going to be doing my waist, my chest line, my waist, and my full length, which is 20.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to be rolling the lines across. At the back, I didn't put my bust point. Okay, so I'm marking out the extra that I have to make it 21. Okay, so I'm going to go to the shoulder line and take my shoulder measurements. My width the depth of my neckline at the back is 1.5 inches. Okay, so I'll connect the shoulder slope, then I'll connect the neckline together, three with 1.5 depth. So I'm going to be doing my armhole curve. Take a straight line down. So I'm coming up by 3 inches from my chest line to get my princess dart at the back. So before going in to take any other measurements, I'm going to be coming out from the waistline by going in from the waistline, by 1 inch. Then I'll connect that 1 inch to the chest line, just like the way you see me do. If you have a curve rule, you can use it, but I'm comfortable with this. Then I'll connect it back to the hip measurement, the center point of our hip. Now, reasons being that our back is not straight, okay, so I'll just use my curve rule to connect, to eliminate any pointy edges, just where you see me do. I'll just try and make sure I don't have any pointy edges, okay? So just the way I'm doing it. Then the next thing is to take my bust measurement, which is 11, then connect it. For the back, I'm coming in by 0.25, just to make sure my armhole is firm. Okay, you can do that or you can skip it, it's optional. Alright, so from the waist, that 1 inch I came in by, I'll take my bust band measurement divided by 2. Then I'll cross check from that 1 inch from the initial zipper allowance. Then I have 5.25. Then I'll go to my chest line and take the 5.25. I'll take half inch in both sides and connect, just the way you see me do. Okay, then I'll connect from the bust, from the chest line to my armhole, just the way you see me do. And the next thing is for me to take my measurement, add my allowance to it. Then connect the lines together. Okay, then I'll come back to my zipper allowance and take it all over again. But before then, just the way you see me do, take it back again from the darts I've taken in. Okay, so I'll just cut out. Don't forget, I'm using my half length for this particular dress. Okay, I'll just do the full length to be able to show you how to go about doing your full length. So I'm going to be cutting out the darts. Just you see me do. And that's my pattern for the back.